Okay, welcome to step 3, and that's get help in closing your prospects. You know, one of the biggest and hugest mistakes people make is that they're brand new, they're trying to explain the business to other people what they're doing, and they never get the expert who has been here and made a ton of money. They never get that person's help. They try to do it all themselves. That doesn't work in this business. They may work in the job market, they may work at Burger King, that may work in your whatever you've been doing for your career, but it does not work in network marketing. Network marketing, you have to get help closing, because if you're new, you have no posture, you have no experience, and you typically don't have the answers to the questions. So that's what this training is about, step 3. I can't stress this enough. You have an upline available. Even if your sponsor doesn't know, there's someone up above your sponsor that's either a regional director that's been around a while, or maybe an executive director. And most of our executive directors, and all of them in fact that I know of, don't have jobs. So there's a reason why they don't have jobs, is because they built this business so they don't need a job. And that's where you should go to. And so let's talk about this, how we do that. It's called Get Help Closing. You know, when you're calling your prospects back, you want to call your qualified business partner. And I say qualified meaning somebody that's been around and knows the company, somebody that knows what's going on. Maybe it's one of your regional directors, or it could be the executive above the regional director. But what you want to do is first call that person first and let them know you're going to be doing a three-way, and explain to your business partner, your upline, who you're going to have on the phone. And then the two of you can go three-way your prospect in. And you want to ask your prospect one question. What did you like best about what you heard or saw for the exposure? In other words, whatever they saw or whatever they heard, you want to ask that question. What did you like best about what you heard or saw? Whatever their answer is, you just want to simply reply as great. I got someone on the line I wanted you to meet who's had a tremendous success in this business. He or she can answer any questions you may have, and then you want to announce the person's name. And then from that point, you just really want to remain quiet. You don't want to interrupt the three-way. And then you just introduce your prospect to the expert. So in other words, if it was Shelley introducing me, she would say to her prospect, Bill, I have on the phone Jeff. Jeff's had a tremendous success with the company. He can answer all your questions. And Bill, this is Jeff. Jeff, this is Bill. And that's it. And the expert's going to answer the questions and close the prospect for you. Remember, this is a free service for you. This is free help. And what do you have to lose by three-waying into an upline expert? You have nothing to lose. What do you have to gain? Everything. Let's talk about edification of the expert. So when you're on the phone with your prospect and you already have your expert on the line with you and you're doing a three-way, and by the way, don't call it a three-way. You just want to say, Mr. Prospect, I got one of our corporate executives or a regional director on the phone, or an executive director on the line with us. You want to give the name of the regional director, and then you say something like this. This is called edification. He or she has all the facts about this business and the company, and he or she can answer all of your questions. And then you want to say the upline's name. You say, in my case, Jeff has been instrumental in the major growth with this program, and he enjoys helping people succeed in this business. He also can show you how to make a lot of money. Now, just so you know, Jeff is very busy and wants to speak with people who are absolutely serious about changing their life and financial situation. So you want to make sure that you have this down. This is a good point to take the notes, so you have them in front of you when you're doing a proper three-way. And then you just do it simple like this. Hello, Jeff. Look, I have on the phone with me Bill. He has just watched the new legacy opportunity, or he just listened to the sizzle message. Remember, we're going over exposures here. Or he was just on our live opportunity call, or he just took the tour of my new legacy prospector. All of those I've highlighted here on the screen are in black, and these are all exposures. You want to let that person you're three-way into know what exposure the prospect has had before this person starts talking to them. That way the upline knows how to direct the person to the right exposure if they haven't had enough. And then just say to your executive, then the prospect's answered, or her question's answered. So it'll go something like this. If I was the person doing the three-way, the expert, I would say, hello, Bill. It's great to meet you. So you had a chance to, in this case, let's say the person listened to the 3-minute message and went to our live conference call. So you had a chance to listen to our 3-minute message and you joined our live conference call. If I'm doing the three-way, I'll say something like this to the prospect. What did you like most about what you saw or heard on that call? And then I like this question. This is important for you to understand. I love this question with people. What has changed in your life lately that has you interested in creating cash flow from home? What has changed in your life lately that has you interested in creating cash flow from home? So what's going on? Why are you even open to looking at a home business? That's really what I'm asking. What's going on in your life? All of us joined this company because we saw something that caught our attention about this opportunity. All of you listening to this audio, this video, everybody's seen something that caught their attention to make us do an action to join the company. And then another question I like to ask is, how did you see New Legacy helping you do that? So whatever they say, well, I lost my job, or I fear that I'm going to lose my job and I want to build up some cash flow prior to that happening. And then ask the question, how do you see New Legacy helping you do that? They're going to start figuring out what they're willing to do. Now you're going to see what this prospect on the three-way is willing to do. And then I say as an upline, if you're a three-way to me, I say, look, I'm here to answer all your questions. What is your first question? And then the prospect will tell me their question. Then I'll say, what is your second question? All the way until the person doesn't have any more questions. And then here's what I say at the end. Listen, prospect, it seems from our conversation we have a lot of common ground here. See, I'm always, throughout this conversation I'm having on the three-way, I'm always trying to find common ground. The person, if I found out the person's a greenskeeper, I play golf, or the person's a police officer or a fireman, that's my background. So, I want to talk common ground. So I might say to the prospect, look, it seems from our conversation we have a lot of common ground here. Is there any reason why you would not want to align yourself with New Legacy tonight, or partner up with New Legacy tonight? Is there any reason why we can't become business partners? That's what you're trying to get to here in the question. It's that simple. They're going to answer. And then you're going to do this. Here's some key points that I just want to make with you. The rep doing the three-way to the expert should remain quiet after that rep introduces the expert, the upline expert, while that expert is speaking. And the magic question to ask, no matter what, if you're the one that's the expert or your upline is what did you like most about the New Legacy call tonight, or whatever the exposure was, the New Legacy website, the New Legacy prospector, the 3-minute message. So it's real easy to do. And again, the rep doing the three-way should be prepared to take an application immediately when that expert turns back that prospect to you. So you want to be ready. You want to have, if it's a phone type of three-way, you want to put up your screen, your website. You want to be ready to enroll this prospect. You want to be ready to go. So once the expert is done, there's no wiggle room there, like, oh, the person's on the fence or all that. That's not the case. The case is they're either in or they're out. So basically what you want to do is just make sure you're ready. So have up your website up on your screen, so that when the expert turns that prospect back over to you, you're ready to go. And also remember this. This is really important. The upline expert is not there to give the presentation over the phone on a three-way. So make sure your prospect has reviewed something before you even attempt a three-way. They need to review something about the company, whether that be the PDF of the comp plan, whether that be the PDF of the opportunity, whether that be the 3-minute sizzle message, whether that be the recorded version of the conference call, which is 14 minutes, whether it be the recorded movie of the conference call on New Legacy webinars, whether it be our live conference call. Your prospect needs to see something before you even consider getting the upline involved, because the upline is not there in a couple of minutes of a three-way to give the complete presentation. So don't do that. Finally, let me just share this. Use the New Legacy tools to expose your business. And a tool is anything but your lips moving. In other words, the less you say, the better off you'll be. Your job is simply to direct the prospect to one of the tools and then get a decision whether they want to go forward or they want to join, or they're out. It's as simple as that. And let me give you a tip. Build it one time. Build it big, and build it for a lifetime. And my mentor said this to me 14 years ago. You only have one chance in the very beginning when you're new to make yourself shine and have an extraordinary start. And you have the ability, if you're listening to this video, to do the exact same thing. I'll see you on our conference calls. We appreciate each and every one of you. God bless.